Hello, viewers. Welcome to the OPRO Show. Tonight, we'll be interviewing the Lumière brothers, where they will tell us everything about their cinematographic career and what they've done to be so great at what they do.
Hello, so nice to be
Hello.
here. Thank you.
Good night, Opro. My name is Louis Jean Lumière.
My name is Augustus Marie-Louise Nicolas Lumière. I was born in October 19th, 1862.
And I was born October 6, 1864.
Tell us, where are you from, guys?
We were born in Besançon, France.
Yes?
Oui.
Okay. And tell us, what made you interested in art and cinematography?
Well, our father was a well-known portrait painter.
Yeah, since we were young, we used to work with him in his firm. And we were really surrounded by all this art. And that's where this inspiration came from.
Okay, guys. Where did you go to school, guys?
We attended to Lumière Academy. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, what invention? Tell our audience what invention made you famous, and what did that credit? What are you accredited for?
When our father retired, we took over things, and that's when the idea came that we could do sequences of images.
So it was basically we patented a camera that could film and at the same time project what was happening.
Exactly.
Okay.
I still remember our first video that we filmed with our camera. It was we placed the camera outside our factory, and we filmed the workers coming out of the Lumière factory.
Okay, perfect.
All this happened around 1895.
Okay, so tell us a little more about your first time letting the public know what you were doing, how it went down, and what did your first screening consist of?
Well, our first public screening was on December 28, 1895.
Yeah, it took place on the Salon Indien du Grand Café in Paris. It basically consisted of 10 short films, no more than 50 seconds long.
Yep. And that's when we presented our first movie called Sortir des Usines Lumière.
Those 10 movies that you were screening at the time, did they follow a certain pattern in the theme, perhaps?
Our aim was to capture the daily life of a working class Frenchman.
Okay.
So they were pretty simple. It was the start of an experiment for us.
Great. And after those screenings in 1895, what did you do?
Well, in 1896, we were held on a tour with a cinematographer. We went to Bombay, London, Montreal, New York, and
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires, Argentina. Yeah.
So you were telling us that you once worked with your father in his firm. What were your roles with him? What did you do?
I was the physicist. Yeah.
I worked as a manager in the firm.
I made some improvements to the still photograph process, the most notable being the dry plate process. That was a great step to improve photography.
Okay. So you could almost say that with those improvements that you made to the photographic process, you were able to develop the cinematograph. Am I right?
Yeah,
yes.
that's right. We took Emile Renault idea of film perforations, and by that, at 1892, we were able, basing our design on that, we were able to patent our own cinematography camera.
So guys, tell us a little bit more about those 10 short films that projected your career.
First filmed, we wanted to capture the daily Frenchman, middle class worker. So what we did was we placed a camera outside our factory, and we just filmed for about 48 seconds how the workers would leave the factory. So that was the aim of that first film. Then for a second film, le jardinier, the gardener or the sprinkler. We want to capture the lives inside home. So what we did is we filmed a sprinkler to see how it worked with the camera. So that was always about 49 seconds long, more or less. Third one, the disembarkment of the Congress of Photographers in Lyon. This was also 48 seconds long, and this was just to include the filmmaking Congress into showing our new camera that we have just created. It was really excited for us. The next one, let me just remember. La Voltige, the horse trick riders. So we just filmed the the horses making tricks, right? And beautiful sport, and it looked really well on camera. And this experience of living the the tricks and looking them over and over again gives you a different perspective of this sport. So that was really nice. And the fifth one was fishing for goldfish. For this one, we just filmed this creatures swimming around, and it was really nice doing it.
Louis, tell us more about the other four movies that you screened on December.
Another film we did, it's called Let's for Groans, in English Blacksmiths. Um, it lasts for 49 seconds. We wanted to capture this idea of
Hard labor.
of the hard labor of a blacksmith and the effect on the French economy.
Okay.
So that was basically the main idea of this film.
I understand that at the time, the blacksmiths were people a very common and useful type of work in France, and it constituted a big part of the economy.
Yeah, we had a in that time we used a lot of metal for a lot of things. Basically, our camera had a lot of metal, so we actually worked with a blacksmith. I can't really remember his name, but he helped us a lot with the design and being able to produce this camera.
Another film we made, it was called Repas de Bébé. This is French for baby's breakfast. This film lasts for 41 seconds. We captured, it was just one shot. It's about a baby eating, so it's pretty simple. Um, Another film we made was Les sauts à la couverture. This is French for jumping onto the blanket.
Hmm.
This film was just for adults. We made it a bit more explicit,
Yes.
so it was like it was the hardest one, I guess. It lasts for 45 seconds.
Okay. And I imagine it would be very difficult to record those types of things. Just having invented that, at the time. I can imagine it was a lot of hard work.
Yes, yes, it was. It was pretty complicated, and but with hard work we can accomplish all of our things, you know.
Yes, okay.
Um, and the last one was called Lumière. This is French for the sea.
Yeah.
This was a really popular movie, um, because it was the first time someone ever filmed like a time lapse over the sea. So so it was pretty good.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about the cinematograph. Um, which materials did you use for making it? And with what type of materials did you use to for the recording itself? So like the film paper.
Um, so, well, first of all, we used, as I said earlier, a lot of metal for the main structure, and we also had a cloth in order to make the camera tunnel. We also placed some wooden squares about this size
Yes.
around it to give a little bit more structure, and we have we had to really seal it very well, so we wouldn't have any light leaks in the photographic tunnel. We then used at the back we had a little motor that would make the film spin.
Yes.
So how the camera actually works, it would take a lot of pictures
Yes.
really quickly. So what this motor did is changed the film at the same time as a lens would open and close.
Okay.
And this way the light coming in would reflect in the film, and that's how we then made the actual film. So we had the motor for the lens, and also for the changing film.
Okay. Well, guys, this is it for today's Oprah show. I want to thank the Lumière brothers for coming
Thank
and
you.
telling us all about the cinematograph, how they managed to do it, and what they have become from this experiment they created. Yeah, a la verga.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.